guys, it's JaaackJack and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are gonna go over my July favorites. What the heck? It's August now. It's August 2021. Excuse me? Excuse me. Where is this year going? What the heck? I feel like I just did my June favorites. Like that feels, this is just going by way too fast. But I have a list of my favorites that I want to share with you from the month of July. I just keep a little notes tab on my computer, and anytime I'm like, I find myself like really loving a certain thing during the month, I'll be sure to make note of it. So I have my list right here in front of me, so they're all like kind of out of order, so let's just randomly jump right into them. My first three are actually YouTubers. I have three YouTubers that I have been watching a lot of in the month of July. The first one is Morgan J. She is a Christian YouTuber, influencer, motivational speaker. She is so awesome. I'm not quite sure how I found her channel. I think it just might have popped up in my recommendations, but I decided to check out her videos. She is from Oklahoma, which I just think is so cool because like my family's there. She does all faith-based videos and just very encouraging videos to chase after your dreams and follow in the calling that God has on your life and like just fulfilling your purpose in Christ. Her videos are just so motivating, and just the way she speaks, like you could tell she's a speaker, like you just know. She just has that like personality to just pump you up, get you excited, get you motivated, get you inspired. Absolutely love her. So I'm gonna leave her link down below. One funny thing is that I've been watching her videos and I noticed just in my last, I think it was my last Bible study video, I said period point blank, and I never say that, but that's something she says all the time in her videos, so like she's kind of rubbing off on me. I noticed that while editing. I was like, why did I say period point blank? I never say that, but then I was like, oh wait, she always says that. My next favorite YouTuber is a Pilates teacher. Jessica Valent Pilates is the username. I will have it linked below. I've been getting into Pilates, gentle beginner Pilates recently, and I just find that it's just so relaxing to do in the morning. It feels really good on my body. I'm still trying to get into like, you know, just having some sort of movement every morning each day. I'll just pull out my mat and like put her on YouTube, and she has a whole playlist of like gentle, beginner friendly Pilates. So highly recommend those. I love that like I can do them and like I can feel my body and my muscles moving and working without like dripping in sweat. I'm not trying to get in a hardcore super sweaty workout in the morning, but like a nice gentle way to wake up for the day and just wake up your body, wake up your muscles. Like I think it's so awesome, and I just love her style, so that's why she made it into my favorites. Another YouTuber that I recently came across, I really like her videos. She doesn't post very often. I think it's been actually a couple months since her last video, but I found her on YouTube and then I decided to follow her on Instagram too. But it's Sam Gomez, and she is a social media manager, and that's what I do. So I love watching a day in the life of a social media manager, and her video was like one of the first ones to pop up. So I watched it and I'm like, I just love this girl. Like she's just so calm, and like just the way that she speaks is very relaxing to listen to. So I love watching like her morning routines. Again, she doesn't post super often, but the few videos that she does have, they're really good. So you should go check them out, but or follow her on Instagram because she does post on there. And also, fun fact, she lives here in San Diego, which I think is so cool. So maybe one of these days we'll bump into each other, I don't know. I have a makeup favorite, and it should come at no surprise because the past few favorites videos I've just been raving about blush. Well, this month I want to rave about the Pixi Louise Roe, is that how you say it? It's in collaboration with an influencer, and this is the Cream Rouge palette. So you can use this for your lips, you can use this on your cheeks, but it's basically like cream product for your blush and for your lips, and it has all these amazing colors. I was watching another YouTuber like unbox this, and she was saying like if you are a makeup artist, this would like be perfect, and I totally can attest to that. This would be perfect. You can mix and match to create the perfect shade for whoever you're doing makeup on. They have lighter shades, they have darker shades. You could do a little cocktail of some of them, so it's super awesome. You could probably tell which ones are my favorite. This one for sure is my favorite. I've also been using this one. I'm wearing it today on my cheeks. I've played around with like some of the brighter ones too. Originally I thought this would be like my color, but it's way too light for me, so I kind of stick around over here. But sometimes I'll use a brush and buff it into my cheeks. Other times I'll just like do a little tap and blend like that. I just think the colors are so pretty. It's a decent like lasting blush. I don't really need to be wearing makeup for long periods of time, so like I don't really pay attention too much to that, but I just think the colors are beautiful. I love the formula. It's a tad drying on the lips, but you can definitely use them on the lips. I would just put a little lip balm underneath first. But other than that, this is such a great palette. You can find Pixi at Target, I think Ulta as well. I'll be sure to have a link down below if you guys want to get this, because I'm obsessed with this. Okay, let's talk about Twilight, because Twilight is on Netflix now and it's like trending. Everyone's talking about Twilight. Yes, I love Twilight. You guys, this is no surprise, but I wanted to rave about Midnight Sun because I finally finished it. It was like so sad because I didn't want to finish this, but I finally did. It was so good. This is basically Twilight from Edward's perspective, which is just so fascinating to read because I love Edward's character. He's just so intense and just so deep and troubled. I don't know. His character just kills me. So I loved reading his perspective because it was just so intense and just so full of like love and passion and just like, rah. If you love Twilight but you've never read the books, stop right there. Go read the books. You gotta read the books. The books are just so much better. I was trying to explain this to Johnny, like the books are so good because yeah, it's the same things like happening on the screen, but it's so much more detailed in the books and you get to experience like that scene for so much longer, like multiple pages, and it's just like, I don't know, that's the best part of reading stories. So I love the Twilight novels, but Midnight Sun I have to rave about because I just recently finished it and it was so good. Also on the topic of Twilight, the Twilight Saga soundtrack has just always been my favorite. I don't know if I'm pretty sure I've shared it before in my favorites video, but that soundtrack, like no other movie franchise or like movie in general has just ever had a soundtrack that hits the way that Twilight hits. Like Twilight has the best soundtrack ever, like hands down. And so I listen to that like all the time, like sometimes like in the morning as like I'm waking up, and I'll have the soundtrack on in the background, like because it's the best. It's the best. I mean, like this soundtrack is just so good. Sleeping at Last, like are you kidding me? The next thing I'm super excited to share with you guys is my planner. I know I made a video not too long ago like kind of asking for help. I was stuck between two planners, Erin Condren or Plum paper planner, and I was stuck on which one to use, and I wanted to share with you what I decided to go with and how I'm loving it, because obviously it made it into my favorites. But I decided to go with the Plum paper planner. I know it's not the exact paper quality that I'm used to and that I want, but this is the exact layout that I want and need, and it's been amazing. Like it's just so funny the difference like a layout can make for you. Like once you find a layout that works for you, you gotta stick with it. For the past like 6 months I've been trying to get myself into horizontal planning, which I can do, but like I just don't love it. I don't love horizontal planning. I'm a vertical girl all the way, and going back to a vertical just makes me so happy, and it's so productive for me. So you know how sometimes people will say like, oh, I can't get into my planner, like I just can't keep up with it or I'll forget about it. That just means you haven't found the right planner for you yet. Once you do find the planner that works for you, it's just gonna come like a second nature to use to help you with your productivity. Like it just comes natural, you know what I mean? And that's how I feel with the vertical planner. So I've been using it every day because it works for me every day. When I was in the horizontal, I would forget about my planner sometimes, and it's because it wasn't functional, it wasn't productive for me, it just wasn't serving me the way that a planner should. And I feel like this has just been perfection. So I've been trying out a few different type of like planning styles in my planner, and even though each week is like a little different, it's still like it works perfectly for me. I love this planner. I don't really use a lot of stickers. I think it's kind of hard to find stickers for an A5 size planner in the vertical style. Honestly, you guys know I could go on and on and on about planners, but once you find a planner that works for you, I'm telling you, it'll change your life. So I mentioned I don't really use stickers in my planner, but if you guys have any like recommendations for like Etsy shops that make small stickers for like an A5 vertical, definitely let me know in the comments. But what I've been using instead of stickers have just been like pens, and sometimes I'll do washi, but it's mainly been these pens, and like had to share with you guys. Mild liners, like these are always a great one, and I've been using these week after week after week, and I love that even though the Plum paper planner, the paper feels thinner to me compared to Erin Condren, it's still durable enough to like write in markers and stuff, and it's not bleeding through on the next side. So that's super awesome. So I've been using these and they've been working great, and just it's so nice to add a little pop of color to your stuff on your planners to help things stick out, color coordinate things, or just like add a little bit of brightness and happiness to your planner. I've also been using these fine point Erin Condren ones. I really like these. They're so awesome, and like the colors, these are like the earth tones, like come on, they're so amazing, so beautiful. I love these colors. But those have been like what I've been using in my planner week after week after week. My next favorite have been Maxi Dresses. I got a handful from TJ Maxx not too long ago, and I've just been like living in them. This is actually one of them that I got, this like AC/DC maxi dress sort of thing. It's not a full maxi dress because it hits like at my calf, but I love wearing these. It's just so hot here in San Diego, especially where we live right now. It's just like it gets hotter in this area, so I'm just been living in loose maxi dresses, and they've been my favorite. So definitely check out TJ Maxx if you're looking for some good maxi dresses. So you guys know I've been trying to share a different plant in my favorites video, and this month, oh my gosh, I just had to feature Queen of Hearts because she's incredible. I don't know why I have not shared her before. Like, first of all, let me just try and show you how long she is. Oh my gosh, this fan. She's so long. There's definitely something happening outside. Here she is outside of her little basket, but Queen of Hearts is a heartleaf philodendron. I got her from the Honest Thrift Studio here in San Diego. It's in the Old Town area. Highly recommend. Don't leave it alone. Leave it alone. This is not non-toxic for pets, so do not let them chew on this plant. So I keep it on a shelf away from Zosie. But yes, highly recommend if you're in the San Diego area to check out Honest Thrift Studio. That's where I got this baby, and she's literally the best. How come I've never talked about her before? She's actually the best. I have forgotten about her so many different times, but she still is growing so much. Every time I look at her, there's always new growth somewhere. Like always, always, always. She's just so like viney. That probably sounds stupid, but like she's got so many different vines and layers to her, and she seems so like dainty. Like she's very dainty, but she's so durable at the same time, and just so lush and beautiful. I'm telling you, during like fall and winter, I literally forgot about her. I'd water her maybe twice a month if she was lucky. I remembered. Like I really totally ignored her during those seasons, and now that it's getting a little hotter, I'm trying to like keep a better eye on her. But really, she's not a needy plant at all. You can forget about her for a while and she'll still be here as beautiful as ever. Like look at her, she's the best. Like she's definitely my favorite at the moment. Like she's just incredible. And that pretty much wraps it up for my favorites. This is my last favorites video that I will be filming here in this apartment, and I feel like the past few weeks, maybe even the past month, I've just taken a lot of time to just reflect on this apartment. It's been such a special home for Johnny and I, and such a blessing, and like so many amazing things happened here in this apartment. And so like even though we're so excited to be moving, and we're so excited for this next chapter, it's still like it's bittersweet because this apartment really has been so good to us, and I filmed so much fun content for you guys here. Johnny and I grew in our faith together here. This was like a lot of firsts for us. Like it was our first time getting an apartment together as a couple, like Johnny and I, and it was also our first time like living without help when it came to Zoe. Like, because you know, once we rescued Zoe, we moved in with my parents, and it was just like, it was like a safety net for us. Like with me trying to learn how to care for Zoe, or if I ever needed help, like I'd always have somebody to help me or somebody to watch her, you know, things like that. So this was our first time like living on our own with Zoe and her disability. I ate chicken again in this apartment after being vegetarian for 8 years. I started breakfast and Bible study, which is like such a special thing for me. And oh man, it's hosted so many different people, people I never would have expected to connect with. This home has just been like such a amazing safe place for us. It protected us during the whole pandemic. Like honestly, there was just so many big moments in our lives that happened while we were living under this roof, and we haven't even been here that long. We've lived here for only 2 years, but it has been an amazing past 2 years. I have just a few more videos that will be filmed here in this house, but as far as favorites go, my next favorites video will obviously be at our new apartment. Anyways, that's gonna be it for my July favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching until the end of this video. Let me know in the comments what have been your favorites throughout the past month. It could be random favorites. Whatever you've been loving, let me know because I wanna know. So thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!